Hello, good evening there. Today I make this video again. Actually, I feel very tired today. I feel exhausted because I played badminton in the Saturday night, and then in I played again at morning today, and then very tired because I got sleep. I slept around like 2 hours after playing in the midday, but I still feel tired in the evening because you spend a lot of energy when you doing this kind of exercise, and my body cannot have so many pain here and there. And because I'm very tired, I feel exhausted. I feel a little bit dizzy to make this video, but because I think I need to make this video about 20 minutes or so, because I want to show my commitment to speaking the language, and I want to use to speak the language. So I make this video even though I don't feel that I want it in the moment, but I have to. Then what I want to say today, actually, because I feel exhausted and didn't want to do anything, I just want to enjoy myself. I download a movie, the life. I forget the movie, but it's about the life of Brian. If you a fans of movie, you probably hear it. You probably hear the movie, The Life of Brian. Even though it's not a movie, everyone can enjoy, I guess, because at some point it kind of silly movie. Probably some people consider this movie as funny. It's kind of so many British joke in the movie. But the other hand, I guess my guess is some people will find this movie as offensive because it's blasphemy movie about Christian and early day of Jesus' life. And I want to share a little bit story from this movie. It's called Life of Brian. It come from the holy. I don't know what call it, but it's traced back in the day when the three astrology looking to the star, and then they found signs about a born of Jesus. But when they look at the children, these children, at first time, they thought this child is a Jesus, but it turns out the baby was not. So it's the beginning of the story, and the baby who the astrologist thought the Jesus actually was a Brian. And then after that we come to 33 years later when Brian become an adult, become a man, and then we get along with his life. About he fall in he hates Romans people and Roman empires, especially. And then it turns out the Brian from this movie is half of Roma, half of Roman itself. Even though he hates these people, the Romans, then the Bryans also join a club, a Jews club. I forget what this Jews Jew club name, but but there are many different sector in this religion. So the Bryans joined one of them, and he fall in love with one of the women in the band, in the group. But one day, this one, the Brian, um, he want to against the romance, want to do probably something not criminal, but kind doing a revolutionary works to against the romance, but it's not succeeds, and the Roman chase after him, but he can trick this Romans to become a preacher. For a moment, it unsucceeds, but then when the Roman look quietly to him, he doing preacher, and then he say a word that then stop in front of public, and he stop his word in front of public, and these people who heard what the Brian said very curious about this word, and these people follow the Brian, and then the people think that the Brian is Messiah from the movie. And then from this, we can see that the story very relates to Jesus Christ. So I think it's why some people will find it really offensive, this movie. And I think I don't want to talk more about the movie. I don't have expertise to this movie like this, because I think it's very controversial. I think I don't want to talk very much about this. And what I want to talk then about I am still doing my application for I'm still registered scholarship today, and I try to have been done all of the the needs to fulfill the file to apply a scholarship, but I don't finish it yet. So I still going to do it later, probably tomorrow. And then I changed my bicycle today. In Pare, we ride bicycle so often. Most people here use bicycle to getting around the place. So it's like 60,000 rupiah for a month. You rent the bicycle. I rent this bicycle today. I change it because it's two dates of two seconds date, so I changed the bicycle. And because the last bicycle I rent kind of not really good, not really fit for me. So I think I know it's kind of old bicycle, it kind of expensive for compared to another place. So I decided I'm going to rent more newer bicycle who have the same amount of money to pay it, around 16,000. And it's easy, I think, to rent a bicycle here, because you just need your ID card. So I I give them the bicycle owner a ID card and the money, so I can use this bicycle for a month. The only I use kind of violet colors bicycle. I don't use another one because I think it's similar for the purpose bicycle I rent. So it's more easy for me to remember the bicycle when I park it in the course fields, in the parking lots, in the course building, I think. So I still use the same color as a month ago. And then it is 2 July and it is the last day to apply a scholarship camp. I hope I accept it as I said before to you. There cannot more than 50 people who apply this scholarship, and I already joined the group, the Telegram group. I don't use Telegram so often. I usually use WhatsApp, but because for this scholarship purpose, I have used Telegram to join the group. It's more than 50 people there, and my guess is around only 2 people who will be accepted in the camp, in the scholarship camp, and I hope I'm one of them. If I got accepted in this scholarship, I will have 4 months free learning English course in global English, and then I have an opportunity to become a tutor here, and I got my income because of it, and I can learn more English and how to teach the students, and it's very beneficial for me. That is why I hope that I accept it and I can finish the program very well. And but at the moment I have a little bit worry because I'm also registered a job in my islands as public servants in the border between Indonesia and Malaysia, and they are immigrants building to pass from one country to another, and I'm registered, I'm applying a job there, and I don't know whether I accept it or not, but when I accept it, I think I will take this job because the pay will be reasonable to save, and then it's kind of a stable job. I think at this moment it's very hard to find a stable job, especially when you focus on something, on a service business, like doing a freelance work with with AI and something like that. It kind of very hard, I guess, to find a stable job in the future, especially for young people who work in a tech company or something that related to that field, like like artist, a painting, a designer, and writer. At the moment with ChatGPT, it's very easy to replace human worker into the machines. For some time it's scary for the point of view of the people or the public as a whole, because if you don't have a job, then you don't have a money to fulfill your life necessity, and then how to pay your fee and all your bills. But the other hand, for the business perspective, people in company will gain a lot of wealth because of this machine, this artificial intelligence, because they don't have to pay worker anymore. They just they let the machine doing all these simple works, and they don't need people anymore. They can replace them, and is some people will be richer, I guess, and some people will shrink from middle class, and the inequality gap will be bigger and it bigger. And I heard a lot of this problem from various social media and news and podcasts, and I think we urgent to have immediate solution to this problem, to tackle this inequality gap, to let people work. But I'm not really all pessimistic about this, because when we learn from history that most people in the world work as farmer in their own fields, but at that moment there are barely people as a farmer anymore. Most they work in service or in business or in technology nowadays, very popular, and it become less and less people work as farmer. And this is shocking me actually when I try to apply the scholarship from LPDP. Probably you hear a lot about a scholarship. It's very popular in Indonesia. And when I try to find a job for my father, because there a form that what your father's job, and I look at the list, there's no single farmer in that list, and I don't know why. But still in Indonesia, farmer and fishermen still become there are a huge number of people work as farmer and a fisherman, but I can't find it in the I can find it in the list. I think I think there's something happened that want to dismiss this kind of job. And I read a story from a news from America that these days only less than or around 2% people in United States of America who work as a farmer, but they can import many foods around the world, like meal, meats, grain, and other kind of foods like soya and something like that. Even though only around 2% of them as a farmer, so a farmer become more productive at this time more than like decades ago. So but when most people don't live in the farmland anymore, but it doesn't mean that people don't have work. They have another job and doing well. The economy of the world today far better than decades ago, as we know, and probably in the future not so bad when there are artificial intelligence. Probably people will get another kind of job that which probably we don't know it today, but this job will appear tomorrow. I think, but it's very hard to believe because when we need more skill to get a job. Difference with a farmer, they leave the farmland and then they get job in the factories, and you don't need very high skill to work in factories. But in this era, in digital era, in the technology times today, um, machine already replace people in the factories little by little, and then people who out of the job from the factories must learn something new. That's new skill, which is very hard to learn because you need education for it, and of course you can take education very fast because it's long process to learn something new. And in this world, the change very massive and very fast. And if your job replace, you need to learn something new skill, and then you need to upgrade into the new skill. And you know, it's very hard to distinguish between your learning and your doing a job. It's very concerned. This is why I think when I got a public service in Indonesia, is very like stable job, good pay, and then even though I have to live in the small island, it's not kind of boring, but because but I want to take this job because it make my life become more convenience. It's more easier, and I less worry about the future when I have the stability. But then the other points, I think when I take this job, I lost some of adventure in my life. You know, life is not about stability, not only about comforts, but about experience, about adventures. Especially for someone like me who very love to do something new, to do something that different, and I want to doing another job. I want to learn to make a ship. I want to learn make a craft, and I want to be a fisherman. I want to use a boat, go to the ocean, and I want to meet my friends in their village and experience something new. But when I take this job, I have to work regularly into the office 5 days a week, and then I don't have a chance to do much adventure anymore, many adventures anymore, because I live in the small islands, and it very scare me that I live this way without much experience in life. So I think I hope at this moment I have a bright side. What kind of future that I want to risk myself into. So when I see myself 10 years later or 20 years later, I didn't regret I didn't regret my decision about my future, whether I want to take the stability job, but spend my young time, my young years, immerse myself into the workplace, or with life with less money. I'm very worried about my financial security at that moment. So but at this moment I just feel free, I feel happy because I can do anything that I want to do, even though of course I can't do anything because I don't have enough money to do anything. Not like rich, rich people out there, but at least I have a freedom to meet my friends to do something. But I'm very worried about my money security at this moment because I don't have stability payment job. It's already more than 25 minutes I talk today. Even though I talk very late, very slow, and I hope you hear it. And I think it's better for me to talk slowly but clearly, and people can understand what I was meant to say. And then I don't want to talk much anymore. I just want to upload this YouTube, but not today because I feel exhausted and feel tired. I think I wanna sleep. And thank you for you watching me today. And I hope you enjoy your life and good evening.